7 times Grammy nominated. Watch your mouth. Make some noise for Victoria Monét.
I felt like it was a Grammy-worthy project, but you just never know. Shout out to the toe suckers of the world. I'm just not your girl.
I've never seen a body glow like that before.
You went one too far now.
No, but it was
now it's
glowing.
flirting. You think you know when a song is a hit?
There's so many other variables that determine whether it will be a hit.
I feel like that's what On My Mama has done. It's literally taken a life of its own. Everyone knows it. Everyone's singing
crazy.
it.
What made you decide, okay, I'm going to stop giving these hits away? I want to sing them myself.
This is the +44 podcast. I'm Zeze Millz.
Yeah, what's that about?
What's that all
And
about?
Sideman. Music
Culture.
UK. This is +44 from Amazon Music.
7 times Grammy nominated. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Make some noise for Victoria Monét. We're going to get you warm by spinning the wheel of truth.
Oh my God.
This is supposed to get you comfortable, but really makes you uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
All right.
Okay.
So let's spin it. You get one pass. Guilty pleasure.
There's a question.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna name them. I'm like, Netflix, Love
Well,
Island.
that is what the first question is. What is your guilty pleasure?
It would be Selling Sunset.
Selling.
I'm obsessed
Oh,
with
gosh,
Selling
you're one of those.
Oh, I do.
What do you mean one of
When the
those?
selling sunset.
I love a selling
Define those.
The selling sunset chicks, do you know what I mean? It's just
Oh,
like,
shut up, anime boy.
Oh!
wow,
You know
first of all, we're cool now. Things have changed.
Don't you think the guys that like anime, they always try to judge us girls that like reality stuff? It's like, I'm not being funny. Anime is not. What's the difference?
Let's spin it again. And your fave.
Best song you wrote that you wish you kept for yourself.
There is none.
Really?
There is none, no. All of my songs that are meant for me are mine already.
Okay. That's a
Oh,
nice
one of
way.
those spiritual answers. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true.
Favorite R&B song ever?
Impossible.
Okay, 3. Your top 3 R&B songs.
Also impossible.
It is quite impossible. Even me, I'm trying.
Especially, I'm just like, I just met Neo, and I'm
I
like, well,
know.
now, and like,
Now-
Neo, like,
Not
but I
even-
do have, I think some of my favorite artists
Yeah.
in general. I really am a huge Sade fan.
Okay.
Love Janet Jackson. She's an idol of mine. Can you spin it faster? I want some more like
Okay.
juice.
See, I just.
Yeah.
Oh, good. See.
So she
oh.
wants juice. All right, cool.
Oh,
Ooh, ooh, what happened? What
Oh
happened?
my God,
What
oh my
happened?
God,
Okay, okay. Something happened? Did you see something happen?
Oh my
did, I
God.
know.
What happened? The wind just started moving in a different direction.
I
Oh
know,
my
okay. The nastiest thing you've ever been asked to do in the bedroom. So you said you wanted it to be juicy.
The nastiest
The
thing?
nastiest
Not that you've
thing.
done that, you were asked, so you can plead the fifth.
I'll tell you, I'm not like a feet person. Like, if you want me to like suck toes, it's a nah.
What about if someone wants to suck your toes?
Also, a little weird.
Oh, I love a little toe suck.
I want you to just rub them, like massage, oil. But if you want to like suck them, like,
It's not your.
not for me.
There
You
go.
know, shout out to the toe suckers of the world. I'm just not your girl.
So tell me, how does it feel to be nominated for 7 Grammys?
Ooh,
it
I'm
sunk
still
in
wrapping
yet?
my mind around it. It just feels like, are you serious? I was really, really thrilled about one, you know? And so for it to happen 6 additional times, I'm just like, I'm blown away. And it's like that middle ground where you're like, okay, it's 7 Grammy nominations, right? But like, don't get too excited because you still have to like
No.
get.
Nah, nominations is a thing.
No, true. But
because-
okay, so here's where I'm coming from with it. I was nominated for Grammys before.
Okay.
With Thank You Next. I think there was 6 total for the album that year. Billie Eilish swept. So I'm like, it can humble you real quick. So
All
like,
I heard you just say is that you've been nominated 13 times. That's all. You gotta use whatever is the highest number. Use that. Don't use I've won none. Use I've been nominated 13 times.
Okay, optimism.
I'm in the
Okay.
conversation.
I came to the concert last night.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. I was like,
Thank
I don't
you.
understand how you was dancing, singing for like over an hour, energy on 100, everything production.
Thank
You looked
you.
amazing.
Thank you
Your
so
body,
much.
I've never seen a body glow like that before. There was like like, I was like,
okay,
what?
you went one too far now.
No, but it was
now it's
glowing.
flirting.
The body was, I mean, you know me, I'm going to get a flirt in there anywhere I can. Do you know what I mean? So, no, but it was. I was like, what? I always when I look at musicians, I see their body, I'm like, what cream is that? Where can we get it? Like, where do I get that
sweat.
cream from?
That's oil of O sweat.
No, it was from when this came out. It was glowing from the minute I was like, this
it's
is
true.
the.
My makeup artist really glows me down.
Yes,
he
it was.
He has an essential oil. We've gone throughout tour. I feel like 5 bottles of this particular.
I'm not surprised. It was looking banging, honestly. But and the production, everything.
Thank you.
How do you prepare for tour? Because it looks like it's intense workout that is never doesn't seem to stop. Like literally going.
God. Yeah, I'm excited for the time when like I'm able to do more, so I can get like screens and like other people to entertain, so I could like go take a break real quick and come back.
Yeah.
But right now I'm at the point in my career where it's just me and 2 dancers in the band, so we gotta keep it tight. But preparation for tour is a lot of rehearsals. I love to rehearse. My team doesn't so much because it racks up, but I really just enjoy perfecting it and making sure that everything that I've done in rehearsal is how the show runs, so it's repetition for me.
So do you have like a part in the choreography? Do you get involved with that? Is that how does that all work?
I do have a lot of notes and a lot of thoughts. I'm very involved in a lot of the different aspects of from music videos to the songwriting process, all of it. I'm like I have my hand in deeply, and I really like to make sure that everything feels authentic to myself. And I work with people who are open to that dialogue. If someone were to come in and try and be like, this is what you're doing, no answers, I'd be like, no.
Right.
Well, I'm going to go the other way. But I like to collaborate. But it's just, it's more about just having an open-ended creative space. And that way I feel like, the best ideas are the ideas people collaborate on. You get more ideas when you talk to other people and you say like, what do you think? What do you think? Like make it a true team effort. So I have a really great team as well.
Did I hear correctly last night? I think I heard you saying that it took 4 years to make the album.
Yeah, I've been working on it for 4 years.
That's so then to get the 7 nominations, that must feel like it was worth that.
Well, she's not letting it because she keeps thinking about Billie Eilish.
No. I am actually living in this moment. I'm definitely trying to process it, because that also is a completely different story. I was involved in a project as a songwriter, but this is as an artist. So I feel even more seen and just validated by it. The feeling I get when I think about it is like, it worked. It's like,
it must
oh my
feel
God.
like that,
all of the things that we planned for, because when I played the album back in certain meetings when I was looking for a record deal and all that stuff, I felt like it was a Grammy worthy project in my heart, and I was like, it just feels that good, but you just never know, right? So now that it's come to fruition, I'm like, oh my God, thank you, God. Thank you so much. Like all the things that I wanted for it are happening.
Do you think you know when a song is a hit? Like before?
You can feel it. I feel like you can feel when it's a really great song, but it's also, there's so many other variables that determine whether it will be a hit. It's budget, probably to market the record. It's the state of the world and whether fans are ready to receive that or something else. Virality, maybe the choreography can help, as you see TikTok.
That's what I thought about the fact that you said it was 4 years in the making, because I was thinking to myself, was there ever a point where you had to take certain songs off because it was like the state of how you feel, the state of the world didn't work for maybe the song that you recorded in year 1?
Well, I did go back in on certain things. Like if I had a song that I made the first year of the 4, and then I went back like the second year and like, oh, let me add this harmony. So it's all been like, it's layered throughout the 4 years of my life. And then I added features and then changed certain things around. There was a point where my team was convinced the album was done. I was like, nah, it's not. I feel like there's something missing. And so we just kept working on it, and then finally got to a place where I was like, okay.
Do you say, look, I was right to them, or is it just I told you?
Well, you know what? I
see
think
the Grammys.
you know.
It wasn't finished.
Well, you know what? There's been some moments where I was wrong too. So I think we have a mutual respect about what our opinions were about the project. And every decision that we made culminated this moment. There wasn't one thing that we did that was right or wrong. It's just like all of these things had to add up to make this happen.
That's that selling
Even
sunset spirituality.
Oh, come on.
What's your favorite song to perform?
Right now it's On My Mama.
Yeah, that went mad last night.
Crazy.
That was absolutely crazy. So, like, just off the back of what Dave said, so when you On My Mama, did you know that was gonna be? When you was like, this is gonna go insane.
Nope.
You didn't know.
No. It was a song that I like when I write in the studio. If I'm excited about something, maybe I'll send it to people.
Right,
that was a song I didn't send my manager for like 3 days, and she heard it. I feel
really?
like through the engineer. She was like, "Are you kidding me? You weren't gonna send me this? Like, this great." And
Why did you not send her that? Why would you? Not
I
do
was
that?
I was in a weird space. I had just had
Okay.
my baby, and I was going through postpartum, and I was just like, I don't know if I got it anymore. Really, like. Just got these big ass titties. I'm breastfeeding. I'm like a little bit chunky right now. I don't know. Like my voice is different. So I just wasn't sure about anything.
Right.
And it was in a pandemic too.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't even know where the world is, what we're doing. So like, cool, it's another song, but I needed to get it off because it was something that I needed to hear for myself. And I didn't have a second verse for a really long time because I was trying to get a feature for it. Eventually, once we decided it was a really great song, and I was like, well, then it should have this big feature. And no one recorded it. So then I was like, well, I'll just do the second verse myself.
They are beating themselves up now. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's so amazing.
Yes,
And because
thank
what you were saying before just well about the dancing and the TikToks and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what On My Mama has done. It's literally taken a life of its own. Everyone knows it. Everyone's singing
crazy.
it. That must be so surreal for you though to know like the song is almost taking a form of its own.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I shout out to Sean Bankhead. He's a choreographer of On My Mama, and Aja, his assistant choreographer. And it really does take the song to a whole nother level when people know the dance moves. It's like, what is the cha-cha slide without the dance moves? And I feel like
so
that's the
true.
same thing with On My Mama. And certain songs, like, you know, Tyla's Water, I feel like has that same thing. It's gone out of here because
You tried to do it, didn't you? But you
the water
didn't upload
challenge.
the video, yeah, she
No,
didn't
you gotta.
She didn't upload
just
it.
go for it.
No,
it didn't hit.
No. And then after seeing you on stage last, I was saying to someone like when we was waiting for you live and like did the meet and greet, and I was saying when we was waiting, I was like, I always watch people like yourself, and I watch you on stage, and I think I can do that. And then I go to attempt it, even in my brain, and I'm like, you can't.
Even your imagination.
My imagination doesn't even let me like do it. I'm just like, I can do that. And I was going to ask you though, because I grew up I went to theatre school. So when I was watching you last night, have you been classically trained as like a dancer or anything like that? Where do you like pull? Because
It's gonna hurt you when she says no.
I know.
I just got it like that.
I was just born like that. I didn't know.
No, the answer is yes.
Because I could tell. Because when I was watching, I was like, you reminded me of the girls at theatre school that I was like really jealous of that could really dance. And I'd always look at them and be like, how are you so flexible? And why can't you just sashay across the room? Why does it look so good? Why are you doing a paddleboard? What is going on here? So when I was watching you last night, and also it kind of felt like those old school performers that were really that concentrate on production, that concentrate on routine, that concentrate on the band and everything. It felt where do you get your inspiration from? Like, who have you looked up to as like performers growing up?
Oh my god, well, there's so many. First of all, thank you for all of those compliments, because it really means a lot that you notice those things, because I do pay so much attention to everything. I'm really meticulous and picky and like just tweaking about everything. So like I'm a bit obsessive about things, and so I'm glad that like that pays off for you to like notice it. But as I started as a dancer, actually.
Okay, yeah, see?
I was training as a dancer. I thought I was going to be I always wanted to be a triple threat as a kid, but I leaned towards dance more because I was really shy as a kid, and dance was a silent sport. I didn't have to like communicate. I could just blend into whatever. Everyone was a group thing. So like I just felt more comfortable. So I was training under, if you guys know Jabberwockies.
Yes,
And in Sacramento, and in a group called Boogie Monsters, and we were dancing all up and down California. And then I moved to LA to pursue music after. So my foundation is just movement. So that's why it's all over the
makes
show.
so much sense. I could see like the lines and everything.
Yeah.
It's like you can kind of tell when someone's like properly trained as a dancer, I think, via kind of they picked it up off TikTok. No disrespect to anyone that.
So I think it's
You're hearing the fact that it's been like a journey as well. So in terms of that journey and that evolution and that growth, what made you decide, okay, I'm going to stop giving these hits away? I want to sing them myself.
Boy, it's crazy because I moved to LA in pursuit of artistry. And I also love to songwrite because I don't believe that every song is for me. I want to venture out and write country music. I want to, do like other styles that don't fit what my vision is of me on stage is. But what took off first is songwriting. So while I was introduced to the world first as a songwriter, I had always been an artist. So I don't feel like the order was like, oh, let me just now turn into an artist. It's like I'd always been that, but like the success of songwriting came first, which opened so many doors for me as an artist. So I feel like it happened the way it was supposed to, but I've always been the artist. And I think working behind the scenes more and perfecting it kind of behind the curtain just allowed for a better reveal for everybody.
Did it bother you then? Like, for instance, you've come to LA to do artistry, and then it's like, no, just give us your songs. Did that affect your self-esteem at that time in any way?
Sometimes, to be honest, yeah, it did. My goal was at one point, I just was writing hooks, and my goal was to sing the hooks so well that they would keep me on the hooks instead of replacing me as a songwriter. So sometimes it worked. So I got to do hooks with Nas and T.I. and B.O.B., like really great artists and like meet a lot of people. But sometimes it didn't work, and sometimes I just ended up meeting really amazing artists that eventually I probably collaborate with, and it got me in different rooms, and I was able to vocal produce people and learn, different crafts, and like I was engineering people, so I had a bunch of different jobs that also helped me as an artist. So it felt like God's plan.
13 Grammy nominations later, they were wrong. Make some noise for Victoria Monét!
It was hard sometimes to only be relevant to some people by only how close proximity I am to somebody else. So that it's like an interesting, like, for a lot of interviews, it was like, well, I know you did this, so let's talk about that. But I'm like, I'm here to talk about my album.